Good morning. This is day 10 of 21 days of prayer and fasting. And yes, I skipped yesterday. I think I've already told everybody that my Facebook's been hacked and therefore my access to social media has been over. And so my access to Messenger, everything, and it's really thrown me for a loop. It's making it a lot more difficult to try to post, and personally I think it's a trick of Satan. I'm doing something great with these 21 days of prayer and fasting, and he's trying to stop me. So I'm not going to let that happen, and although I did not get day 9 posted, I'm going to go over scriptures that were presented in the message for day 9, and I'm going to combine it with day 10, and it's still going to get out there. So here we go. Yesterday's message, it was absolutely wonderful, and it was about letting go of strongholds and things of earth that are tying us down. And one of the things that he talked about was how people get into the habit of saying, well, you know, that's just how I am. I can't help it. That's just who I am. And that's a lie that we tell ourselves. That's just how that's not how you are. That's not how God made you. That's what you've let yourself become. And you can overcome that, and you can change that, and you don't have to rely on things of the world for that. So the scriptures for day 9, let me pull that up. I wasn't very prepared this morning. Anyhow, the scriptures for day 9 about freedom from bondage. Galatians 5:1. I don't have it. Let's just go to my handy dandy Bible here. I'm back. It's Galatians 5:1. I don't know why I thought it said 5:11. Can't read my own handwriting this morning. Anyhow, so Christ has truly set us free. Now make sure that you stay free and don't get tied up again in slavery to the law. And that's exactly what that's talking about. Don't let Satan convince you that that's just how you are, that that's how you have to be. There are so many things in this world that are bondage, that are keeping us from reaching our potential, that are keeping us from doing what God has for us, for reaping the benefits of what God has in store for us. And they're all tricks of Satan, and you have to tell yourself that that's not what God wants for you. That's not how he meant for things to be. He did not intend for you to be a slave to anything of this world. He's rescued us from all that. Now all you have to do is go in and claim it. So I know that's quick, and there's so much that can be said about that, but now because of time restraints, I'm going to move on to day 10. So I'll be right back. Okay, so for day 10, we were talking about healing from disease. A disease being defined as anything, mental, emotional, physical. You know, a lot of people think healing is just for the physical, but there are so many mental and emotional things that are diseases that keep you from being your best version of yourself. And so the Bible talks about healing and how to claim that healing. So some of the scriptures for today were in Matthew 4:23, and it goes on further than 23, so I'm just going to read real quick. Jesus traveled throughout the region of Galilee, teaching in the synagogues and announcing the good news about the kingdom. And he healed every kind of disease and illness. News about him spread as far as Syria, and people began bringing to him all who were sick. All who were sick. It doesn't say they only brought a few. It says all who were sick. And whatever their sickness or disease. So he didn't just pick certain diseases that he was going to heal, or certain sicknesses. It said whatever their sickness or disease, or if they were demon possessed or epileptic or paralyzed, he healed them all. So all is a powerful word. all means he's not discriminating. He's not picking and choosing who gets healing and who doesn't. It is about your belief and your devotion to God. And something that the pastor talked about this morning, that something he said that just really, really hit me and was so uplifting, is that sometimes we're praying and praying for a miracle. And maybe God's not answering that prayer exactly the way we thought it should be answered. He's always going to answer your prayer. But maybe it's different, and maybe you need to wait on God's timing. What he said, sometimes God doesn't give you the miracle, but he makes you the miracle for someone else. So we don't know what God's timing is, and we don't know what his plan is. And sometimes maybe that immediate healing, that immediate miracle is not what he has planned for us. Sometimes maybe we're the miracle for someone else. Someone else is watching us and paying attention to what we're doing and how we're living our lives and what we're going through, and we're their miracle. So stop, listen, follow God's lead. Let him direct your path and tell you how things are supposed to be. We don't tell God when and how to do things, but he does answer our prayer, and he does hear us, and your miracle is there too. You just have to wait on God's timing. So I'm sorry there's not more time. There's so many things I'd like to go into, and some different theology for scriptures I would like to go into, but for these little quick morning 21 days of prayer, I really don't have time because of work and school. But I'm going to get my daughter to post this. I hope it'll go out to everybody who's trying to watch this. And I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful, fabulous day. Stay out of this cold weather. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.